What's going on, YouTube? We're back. The Left Field Mike Show. It's been a long time since the last video. Shout out to you, Trevor, for the inspiration to make this video. So, without further ado, let's get started. The Major League Baseball playoffs are in full force. I was completely wrong with my World Series picks before the season. If you look back in the archives, my 3 or 4 subscribers that did watch this video, you probably remember I picked the Red Sox and the Phillies to win their pennants respectively. Neither team made the playoffs. So, that was totally wrong, totally inaccurate, did not happen, not even remotely close. The Phillies were a major disappointment. Boston, after 108 games they won last year, major disappointment. Neither team made the playoffs with huge payrolls. Phillies made that huge splash for Bryce, didn't really make a difference. Now, Greg, if you're going to call my cell phone one more time to tell me that I was wrong about this, I mean, every day. That's all the time. You're giving me calls telling me all the time, oh, the Red Sox and Phillies, they're not in the playoffs. They're not in the playoffs. Yeah, I get the picture, all right? I'm a mush, all right? I get a lot of things wrong. I'm a mush. I made a mistake. But let's not talk about how the Dallas Cowboys lose every time you watch a game there. Or every time you just watch them in general, it just seems like they're losing, including a devastating loss to the New York Jets last week. With Sam Darnold coming back, team is not firing on any cylinders, let alone all cylinders, and guy comes back, rips you guys up, Cowboys lose. So, just want to throw that out there, I'm sorry. But, we're back. Baseball, the Cardinals. I had the Cardinals winning the NLCS. I couldn't have been more wrong. They lost in 4, they got swept. Go figure. Maybe I am a mush. But, I like the Cardinals' frontline pitching. They didn't have as good frontline pitching as Washington, of course. When you have guys like Anibal Sanchez, they're like one-hitters too, and you add him in a rotation with Scherzer and Steven Strasburg and Patrick Corbin, yeah, it's tough. But St. Louis did have good frontline pitching. Like, Michaelis is good. Flaherty's an absolute stud. Dakota Hudson, a rookie, throws strikes, good pitcher, and Wainwright turned back the clock. Now, the Cardinal bullpen was way better than Washington's bullpen throughout the season. This postseason, they really didn't get a chance to show that. And they're not limited, but the times the Cardinals' pen was out there didn't look so good. Washington capitalized on all of St. Louis's mistakes. There were plenty of St. Louis mistakes. Leaving guys on base all the time. It just seemed like every inning, guys left on base, okay? And that I'm not including the game where they just were getting like no hit up until like the first 2 games. They just were not getting hits. But like game 4, just left a bunch of guys on base, it just seemed like. And then base running mistakes. Errors, misplays, the mishap in the outfield, like these things just can't happen. And you know what they do happen? Good teams, good opponents will always capitalize on your mistakes. That's just what happens, and that's exactly what Washington did. Every time it seems St. Louis made a mistake, the Nationals capitalized. So you can't take anything away from Washington. The bullpen, which has been really bad this year, did a pretty good job in the playoffs. And the pitching was tremendous. You know, Scherzer had a rough second half, specifically like the last month of the season. You would not know that the way he pitched in this series. Or the way he pitched in, was it game 2? You would not know that. Just absolute stud. Shout out to the Nationals. Now, ALCS, man, this game tonight could definitely go either way. Yankees-Stros. If I were to bet this game, I might take Houston for the value, but it could certainly go either way. Now, fortunately, I don't live in New Jersey, because if I lived in New Jersey, I'd probably be living in a box, because I'd be betting on sports all the time. It's legal over there. Here, in order for me to do it, I literally have to go to Jersey to get it done. I can't be doing this, man, because I really don't want to be a degenerate gambler. I'm not going to travel to Jersey and bet this game. And first of all, I don't even know who's going to win this game, okay? It's such a toss-up. You know, Tanaka's tremendous in the playoffs. Obviously, he has been, but it's very tough to ask him to pitch at that level continuously. And Greinke, on the flip side, is not in the playoffs. But Greinke is still a good pitcher. So that might even itself out a little bit. You know, Greinke might exceed expectations. Tanaka might go down a little bit, because it's very tough to ask Masahiro Tanaka to pitch on this level all the time in the playoffs against a Houston Astros lineup, which is very talented 1 through 9. Okay? The Yankees are not swinging a hot bat right now. That's largely in part to Garrett Cole. In the previous game, he was terrific. And even when Garrett Cole doesn't have his best stuff, he's learning how to pitch throughout as the season just has progressed. Like, obviously his stuff is filthy, but he's turning into a great pitcher in the sense that he knows what pitches to throw and what counts. You know, he knows how to get out of jams. Some pitchers, when they don't have their good stuff, you just see them get pounded. You know, they're just getting hit around. It's not looking good for them. But with good pitchers and superstar pitchers, they know how to pitch when they don't have their best stuff. And that is exactly what Garrett Cole did. Now, I do expect more runs scored today than the previous game. Both offenses are very good offenses, and we'll see what happens there. Now, real quick, the Thursday Night Football game this week is Kansas City versus Denver. I really can't bet this game. Because I don't want to be living in a box. You know, like, I don't want to lose all my money doing this. I'm not going to Jersey. We're not doing that. But KC, it's only 3 points, and that's ridiculous to me because Denver's not a good team, okay? KC is a great team. KC's in a little bit of a funk right now, but you're only given 3 points if you're betting on the Chiefs. That's remarkable to me. I feel like this is a gift. This is like Vegas saying, "Here's your money, bet the Chiefs." But at the same time, you just never know. So I don't know, but it's Pat Mahomes, man. Pat Mahomes. Stay tuned. You know what? Stay tuned. All right, guys, we're in Jersey. We are in the great state of New Jersey, the Garden State. Take a look at this view right here. That is Lower Manhattan downtown. We got the Empire State Building over there. But, man, I told myself I wasn't going to place a bet. You know, some people have better hobbies. Some people, they like to read books. You know, some people read books. Some people collect stamps, whatever. I mean, I can't do any of that stuff, man. I just got to place these bets. So here I am taking the PAT train into Jersey. You know, getting on the other side of this river right here, the Hudson River, by the way. Just placing bets. I don't condone this behavior. I don't, though it is 100% legal. I don't condone this behavior. However, I do condone Pat Mahomes throwing 4 touchdown passes and KC whipping the Denver Broncos. I'm out of here. God bless you guys. Rate, comment, subscribe. Do what you got to do. I'm out. I'll see y'all.